in the bedroom and listen to the sloppy. Lay your body
Okay, if I asked you to describe what an Instagram baddie looks like, what would you say? Quick, type your thoughts down below. Now, aside from beauty filters and veneers, would you mention the term BBL? For those of you who do not know what a BBL is, that is a term for a Brazilian butt lift. But nowadays, it seems to be synonymous with just any form of enhancement to the buttocks region, despite not having the surgery's namesake. Over the last maybe 10 years or so, we've literally witnessed the rise and the fall of the BBL. It just seems like it's not as desired anymore. You can even see that celebrities are getting butt reductions as well. You have some people that are going from this to this. Now make that make sense. Okay? Once decorated as an elite social status symbol, the BBL is now mocked and deemed as undesirable. So in today's video, we are going to get cheeky, see what I did there, and discuss why your BBL is making people uncomfortable. But before we do that, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Help me, help you. We do, in fact, have a good time over here, so you might as well go ahead and subscribe, okay? And don't forget to turn on that post notification bell too, so that way you know every time that I upload. Now give this video a thumbs up because my name is Tandy, and we about to get into it. So this video came across my For You page, and I want you guys to take a look at this.
Do you think men prefer a natural body or a BBL?
BBL.
BBL.
BBL. BBL. BBL. BBL.
BBL.
BBL.
BBL.
BBL. BBL.
Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural. Natural.
Natural.
Natural.
Natural.
Natural.
Natural. Natural.
Natural.
I mean, how do y'all feel about that? First of all, how cringe is this video? Why does it even matter what someone else thinks? At the end of the day, it's that person's preference. I mean, I never really thought about it. Like, I just kind of worry about my own body, you know? So I never really thought about what I think men prefer. Quite frankly, I don't really think about men in general. It's not a man on this planet that I really think about other than Jesus, okay? I think it's interesting how all the women said that men would prefer a BBL, right? Because you think, oh, there's those curves, I guess, or whatever, and that's what men really want. Which I think is crazy thinking because there is so many men on planet Earth. You think they all want somebody with the BBL? No. There's a reason why we're all different, why we're all unique. You know, none of us are the same. So even if you got two girls with BBLs, like, they're still two totally different people. I don't know if I'm articulating that well, but do you get what I'm saying? The physicality of things is one thing, but that still doesn't mean that every male, for the sake of this video, is going to be attracted to that person just because they have a BBL. Kind of weird, but I think this topic is interesting just for a little kiki, you know? I think it's interesting that all of the women said that men would choose BBL bodies. And I kind of want to dive into that a little deeper. So let's go ahead and check out the opinion of a woman as to why she feels, I guess, that this may be true.
I think the reason why natural bodies are highly sought after, it has nothing to do with the way that you look. It has everything to do with how you feel about yourself. And it just further proves that women will listen to women about men before listening to men about men. There was a video circulating.
She saw the former video too. So this woman feels like there's a reason why men are choosing natural bodies. So she's giving us her take. And she feels kind of the same way that I said. Like, just because a person has a BBL doesn't mean that that person is going to be attractive on the inside, just because they're attractive on the outside, so to speak. So I think I am definitely so far agreeing with her. Let's finish watching what she has to say.
About random women being asked whether or not they think men prefer a BBL body versus a natural body, and all of them said BBL, and then all of the men that were asked the same question at random had said the opposite, that they prefer natural. Granted, I understand why a lot of women feel that way, because of what they see on social media and whatever else, or even when I see a woman with a ass walk by, fake or real, I'm going to look. So like I expect men to do the same because I'm not even attracted to women like that. And so I think that they misconstrue the fact that men enjoy toys like that, because typically women who get work like that done objectify themselves however they can in order to come up. And that's okay if that's the lane that you want to be in. But I do think that it's disposable. And the reason why I think that is because there's no self-love in that. I have this long, elongated ass torso, stubby legs. I had to build what I'm working with right now. There's been times where I looked at and I'm like, do I want to go that route? I don't, because it's not me. Like, I would rather be the best version of whatever the I have to work with and be that. I could appreciate women who get it done, and I can appreciate women that are natural. I don't have a dog in the race.
I think she made some really good points. I do personally feel like people, not all, of course, you gotta say this disclaimer because people don't have cognitive dissonance on the internet. Not all people, but a lot of people who get BBLs, in my personal opinion, take it with a grain of salt, they don't have any self-love. If they did, I don't feel like it's a whole lot of self-love. I just can't see that as being true if you go under the knife to alter something about yourself. Why don't you just love yourself the way that you are? And hey, I support getting a little nip, tuck, snip. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Who the hell am I? Like, this is, again, just my opinion. All of us have one, right? Opinions are like buttholes, right? It's interesting too because a lot of women who end up getting BBLs end up coming on the internet and talking about how they regret it. They don't like the attention that they get. It's just too much of a hassle having a BBL, is from what I've seen. Again, not everybody has said this who's gotten a BBL, but I have seen some people who have gotten BBLs say that they regret getting it. So even though this woman that we just watched, even though she is natural, I do respect her opinion and her assessment of the entire situation of this video. But we can't be too biased. We also have to hear the perspective of someone who actually has a BBL, because obviously there's a topic of discussion, right?
Women about men before.
So I'm really excited to stitch this because I have so many opinions. Basically, the creator is saying, you know, she's for whatever, pro, do what makes you happy, and I agree. And I'm saying this because I have a BBL. BBL versus natural. I have a BBL done. So I'm going to speak as someone who got one. First and foremost, I think all the men and women saying natural, what I realized is they like proportion. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I think a man will date a woman who doesn't have the fattest, who doesn't have the biggest ibs. I think a man will date a girl with a tummy. I think a man will date a girl who doesn't have a small little waist. I definitely think a man will date a girl whose boobs have a nice teardrop. Trust me. I know a man will date a woman like that. But they're proportion.
Okay, so she's talking about proportions here, right? I can agree that I think men definitely like proportions, although again, there are some who like the extreme BBL look for all intents purposes, right? I just feel like when it comes to proportions, I think that's only part of it. Like, that's just like the surface level of it. Yeah, they want you to be proportioned. I also have heard men say that it just don't feel the same and they don't like that. So, you know, if you're a woman and you've gotten a BBL and, you know, you don't keep up with your massages and all the maintenance that comes with having a BBL, because it's not like you just go get a BBL and like that's it, you're set. No, you literally have to upkeep the BBL. You're investing. So while they may like proportions, men are also saying that it just doesn't feel the same. So do with that information as you will. Let's finish listening to what this lady has to say.
Men like proportion. That's my opinion. I think a man will date a thick girl, a skinny girl, a slim girl, a medium girl, as long as everything looks in harmony. That is my opinion, and I'm speaking because I got a BBL done. And what this creator is saying, and what a lot of men are saying, is BBL are toys that you pick them up and you throw them away. It's like driving It's like driving a Lamborghini. You'll rent it for the weekend, but you're gonna give it back and go right back into your Honda. Whatever, all these comments about BBLs. And I feel like that's extreme BBL. I do agree. I think men start to not value women who have their bodies done when it's like an obvious. When you start looking like, you know, excessive, like Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you know, all these crazy Instagram girls with these huge, these little waists. And I think that's when men start to look at you more as a toy, or like, okay, you caught my eye, but you're not really my type. I think to that extent. But homegirl, if you just like a little chubster and you like your weight isn't an issue and it's not sitting in the right spot, go get the BBL. I put on a tight dress and my tummy's a little pretty flat, and I like that. I don't need to have the biggest or nothing, but I do want to look in the mirror and be like, I'm even and not a square SpongeBob box or not an upside down triangle. That's my opinion. Do what makes you happy. Get it done, don't get it done. All these men saying, I like natural. Homegirl, don't forget they mean proportion. They do not mean natural. Their version of BBL is an extremist, not a subtle BBL.
I think that men are very visual creatures, and I think that they do, in fact, I'm sorry if I keep looking over here, it's because I'm literally filming this during the Super Bowl. So I've got the game on behind my camera, like, it's on mute though, but I'm here with you, I promise, I'm here with you. Back to what I was saying though. I do feel like men do like proportions. I know personal experience of mine, I used to date this guy and I had asked him, this was like when I was heavy into makeup, like, you know, the 2016 era, if you know, you know. Okay, and I had asked him, I was like, oh, do you like when I do my makeup like this? Do you like when I do my makeup like this? He's like, I like you better when you don't wear makeup like that. I said, well, I'm still wearing a full face of makeup in this photo, but it's just put on differently. He was like, oh, really? So to a certain extent, like, I understand what she means when she says that men are kind of dumb. I don't know what's the best word for it, but I do feel like there is a sense of men just not liking BBLs in general. And of course, can't speak for all men. Hell, I can't speak for men at all because I'm not one. Let's listen to a man himself, why he feels like this video may be accurate.
BBL or natural? Y'all know what that means, big booties? That's what they're talking about here, right? What would I prefer? Well, natural. I would like to state this because it's very, very important. It's no secret what I have a proclivity for. That has been the case all my life. My adult life, that is. I have no desire to be with any woman as flat as me. To each his own. But if I got more A's and T's than you, nah. I'm on YouTube. I can say ass and tits, but I just didn't feel like it. But if I got more of that than you, I don't need you. I really, really don't. I'm sorry, I just don't. Some level of voluptuousness has to exist. I want curves. I mean, you can have some up here. I prefer a lot back there. No doubt about it. Legs matters, hips matter. I don't want you ugly, but you don't have to look like Halle Berry or Beyonce either. You understand? Strong 7. Strong 7. Now,
okay, let me stop Steven right there, okay? Because I have a strong thing against putting people on a scale of 1 to 10. It literally makes me cringe to see people be like, she's a 9, or you're a 6, you're a 4. Like, do y'all remember, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, when he would just be rating women on his show? That gave me the biggest ick. Because it's like, that's your rating. Your 7 might be somebody's 10, or your 6, 5, 4, whatever might be somebody's 8, 9, hell, 20. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, beauty is so subjective. So I just really cringe when I hear people try to put it on like a sliding scale of sorts, because it's like, why would you do that?
I don't like that.
You feel me? But let's finish listening to Stephen. If y'all don't know Stephen A. Smith, you obviously don't care about sports, so I'll keep it very vague. He's big in the sports world. We'll leave it at that, right?
I'm gonna deviate from this particular subject to bring up what a strong 7 is, because there's not a man alive that's gonna disagree with what I'm about to break down. So I want the ladies to listen, because I'm trying to be here for you. I'm just trying to be here for you, okay? I'm just trying to be here for you. I want the ladies to listen. I want the ladies to listen, but all the men, there's no man alive that would disagree with what I'm about to say. You want a strong 7.
Why?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
10, fine as all get out, tat out, body, looking fine, everything like that, got it going on. Too much maintenance. Too much, because she knows she fine. And you're expendable. She could take you or leave you. A 9, that's a problem too. Because you got enough people telling her she's a 10, so half of them acting that way. And by the way, the ones that ain't acting that way still require more from you than what others might. And so you got to be up on your game. That's problematic. 8, that's ideal, because that's really, really good looking. She got it going on. But at the same time, there's a level of independence that comes with it, which is never a bad thing, until she's so independent that she's making you feel like you need to be more dependent on her than she needs to be on you. So there's too many opportunities and too much time that's wasting away where you're not feeling like that dude. You're feeling like a dude, not that dude.
Okay, I want to stop him right there because, oh my gosh, is this the halftime show? Is it going on right now? Oh no, okay. Y'all, when this halftime show caught on, what Black China said?
Cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras.
Dead
I
ass.
just think it's interesting how when he mentions a 10, right? He says a 10 total package, right? I think that was his words. He said, you know, face on pretty, body on wow. Like, he mentions all of these physical attributes, but he doesn't mention anything about got her ish together until he gets to the 8.
What do you mean by that?
So, like, in my mind, I'm thinking if a person is a 10, they would have their ish together, plus have the physical aspects of things, right? Body, face, etc. Are 10s only physical 10s? Like, can you not have beauty and brains, have your stuff together? I think it's a halftime show, y'all. I'll be back. Listen, right there, that's exactly why he can't be in no verses, because he ain't even perform all his real hits, though. Talk about it. Okay. I don't even remember where we was at, child, but let's just play the rest of this video here.
Here's where the strong 7 comes in. Looks-wise, she can compete with an 8. But her mentality is not that of an 8. So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. As a result, she shows an elevated appreciation for you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. And as a result, y'all have more of a good time together. Fellas, am I lying? Fellas, am I lying? Everybody know I'm telling the truth.
Okay, I'm done with him. Because what does that even mean? Maybe because I don't have the qualifications, i.e. the Y chromosome, to understand what this man is saying. But so you pick a 7, because she'll appreciate you more? First of all, again, if she is truly a 10, would she not be appreciating you? Isn't that what a 10 is? Like 10s all across the board, Beyonce? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If you can make it make sense, please leave a comment down below, okay? I don't doubt what he's saying is the thought process of the majority of men, but all this talk makes me think of that clip I showed at the beginning of this video. If someone has a BBL and you're just not into them, is it really necessary to put them on a sliding scale of attractiveness? If you're already out the gate knowing that this person isn't your type based off of looks, Why put them on a sliding scale of attractiveness? Because at that point, why does it even matter how attractive they are if you're unattracted to them? So now we're going to try to dissect exactly how unattractive they are? That just seems weird. I don't know another word for it. It just seems weird to me. Your opinion on their body is irrelevant. Like what you like and mind your business. See, when you mind other people's business out here in these streets, it can and it will backfire on you. One TikTok user found this out the hard way after receiving tons of backlash on a video she posted. Check this out. Body is making you uncomfortable, why don't you look the other way? I don't know. Food for thought. If somebody was making me uncomfortable and I was at, I don't know, some outing at the park or somewhere, I'm just gonna move somewhere else. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it and like talk to them or record them making me uncomfortable. Because now everybody sees that I'm uncomfortable and they know my vulnerabilities. I don't like that, but that's just me. I think when you show your vulnerability on the internet, sometimes it can be a good thing and sometimes it cannot, okay? You're exposing yourself. I just can't help but believe that if somebody's body is making you uncomfortable, then that's just spirit's way of showing you your own insecurity. It's like a reflection in the mirror. And maybe, just maybe, you should seek therapy instead of validation from the internet. I don't know, hot take possibly, but that is how I feel.
That's my opinion! Don't you get it?
Because the internet is literally undefeated. Like, there has not been one person that has went up against Beyonce's internet and actually won. So y'all already know that the think pieces were thinking, okay? Honey, everybody and their mama done made a video in response to her video. Just basically calling her out. Take a look at this.
This message is for Lauren, girl. Lauren, this message is for you, the one that posted the BBL. Let me tell you why you're receiving so much backlash and hate on your video. That video that you posted of that girl screams insecure. And let me tell you why. When you have to belittle somebody, put them down, pick on their appearance to feel better about yourself, it says a lot about the type of person you are. There are also a lot of different videos on your page that are very similar where you're putting down other people, again, to make yourself look or feel better. Now, let's be real. Do we all see women with abnormal big BBLs and think to ourselves, whoa, that is big, or something of that sort? Yes, because we're all human and we naturally judge, but this is the difference. What do you do with that thought? You, in this case, decided to record this person, put them on the internet in hopes of them getting more backlash, in hopes of them getting picked on more. What do you gain from that? What do you gain from that? Absolutely nothing but validation so that you can feel better about yourself. And here's another thing. People are calling you out and your responses continue to show how much of an ego you have, how you cannot take accountability or admit that you were wrong. And again, people who cannot admit when they're wrong and have big egos are often the most insecure people.
It's just crazy to me that this woman not only took the initial video and posted it on the internet without someone's consent, by the way, but then decided to double down. Now, while I do applaud people saying what they mean and meaning what they say, this was not it. This wasn't giving what you thought it was giving, girl, okay? It's not the flex you think it is. You're in the wrong. But none of that fazed her because she continued to double down on why she feels the way that she feel. Honey, she was doubling down so much she was using words that she didn't even know how to pronounce, let alone probably even knew the meaning to.
Sad. Something obviously is wrong. That's body dysphoria.
Wow, that's a big word for Elmo.
Body dysphoria? Girl, if you gonna try to shade, you better know how to throw it, okay? What is going on in this game? Wait a minute, they got 6 points. I mean, this lady literally got on the internet to double down on her actions by getting in front of the camera, no filter, looking natural or whatever, right? And then went on to talk about how you know, her natural lips, my natural teeth. This is my body autonomy, okay? This is what a natural mixed woman, natural skin, like, girl, not you trying to like up yourself to again still put down other women. You're still doing the same thing that got you called out before. So at this point, just stop. Just stop. Because first of all, being light-skinned, mixed, biracial, whatever the hell you're calling yourself, that ain't the flex that you think it is, okay? Nothing wrong with loving who you are, loving your skin. You know, we talked about this in other videos. I'll leave them linked up here and down below as well, if I remember. It's not giving what you think it is by claiming your race and your features as part of your personality at this point, because this is what we know you for now. So this is your personality, because you made several videos about how you're natural. And hell, even if you go to this woman's page, Lauren, she's fronting, masking as if it's, you know, fitness influencer type of stuff. But really, it's you just showing off your physical attributes as part of your personality. You're not showing any of your actual personality on any of your posts. It's mainly just, oh, look at my body, look at my body. Seeking validation is what that is. And it's sad.
Your personality should not be based on the fact that you lack melanin. Being mixed or being light-skinned is not a badge of honor. You're not beautiful because you're mixed or you're light-skinned, and it's giving demented. The internet is starting to hold people accountable for what comes out of their mouth. This woman was minding her business at a gym, probably trying to get her physical health right, her mental health right, and you decided to record her. You decided to record her in a negative light, and it really showed your true self.
The fact of the matter is that this woman decided to bring another woman down by recording her and posting it, and that's not cool. But baby, one thing about the internet, okay, especially TikTok don't sleep for anybody, okay? So TikTok definitely did they want to, and they ended up finding the woman that she posted, and she actually responded to all of this controversy. So check out this video.
Found a girl's TikTok, and her TikTok is literally her, like, you know, posting in the leggings, her body, she dances. She has an OnlyFans, and so she gets a lot of money. She said, listen, my clientele fucking loves this shit. And honestly, I'm like, period. Secure the damn bag. And when I was going through her page, I saw this duet where she duetted Miss Lauren.
Whoa. I love my body, you know, my BBL body. You don't know when you record at the gym. But you know what? I have a problem with yours. Like, I respect natural women, you know, like with their natural body. And this is what my fans like. A big ass. And I get a lot of money of it. So
I like the girl, goddammit. Even when Lauren was trying to be fucking shady or whatever, Miss Melissa, Miss Doll Melly, was still nice and supportive. Like, she legit seems like a very sweet lady. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's her body, it's her business, and the is making her money. So, who am I? Who am I to judge her getting to the bag?
Period. Who are we to judge her for getting to the bag? And I have a theory on this. Women who get these extreme booties, especially if they end up getting on OnlyFans, I feel like they are doing that for the check. And if this is your work, it's no different than Hannah Montana wearing that blonde wig. Okay? It's no different. Altering your appearance. First of all, I'm over here looking at this game I told y'all, and I don't even know why people out here trying to act like we don't know who's gonna win. The way that they've been harping on this Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift situation, it's obvious they're gonna try to make it look good in the beginning, just like they do every year for the quote-unquote underdog. We all know the 49ers should win, but we know exactly who's going to win, and that's gonna be the Chiefs. I'm gonna edit this out if the Chiefs end up losing, but we know they're not. I know they're not. But you know what? Shout out to the creator who was being filmed though, because she's definitely taking all of this in stride. I actually went to her page. She does seem really sweet. Like, she seems like a genuine person who, you know, she's just on the internet trying to get her bag like everybody else. And you got people out here just hating on her for no reason. She was literally minding her business. She actually said in one of her videos on her page, because like I said, I went to go look for research purposes, and she was talking about how she was at the gym on live with her husband, minding her business, getting her money, okay? And then you got some hater in the back, like, sneak diss is crazy, okay? The entire situation is messy though. The fact that there are actual people out here pressed over what somebody else chooses to do with their own body autonomy is cringe. And yes, that was shade. Shade and tea. But what are your thoughts on this topic? Are you team BBL or team natural? Leave a comment down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're definitely a real one. So go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you can be notified of my next video. I hope to see you then.